What's up, guys? Lance the Obscure Movie Guy coming to you once again, and tomorrow's the big day again. Gonna go see Ghostbusters Afterlife, which for me has been a long time coming. There's a whole generation that's been waiting 30 years for a proper sequel to Ghostbusters 2. So, here's some random facts about the original Ghostbusters. The original Ghostbusters was done with a budget of roughly $30 million and then ended up grossing $296 million worldwide. Eddie Murphy was originally supposed to play the role of Winston, but opted out and decided to do Beverly Hills instead, and they hired Ernie Hudson to play Winston in the movie. Winston was actually supposed to have a much larger part in the original script when it was written for Eddie Murphy, but without the star power to do it, they subdued the character a little bit, and you got what you got. The infamous ghost that we all refer to as Slimer was never actually called that in the movie, nor was its name in the script. He was actually referred to as Onion Head or the Ghost of John Belushi. Slimer's eating habit in the hotel scene was actually based off of John Belushi's cafeteria scene in 1978's Animal House. Harold Ramis originally only intended to rewrite the movie and not star as Egon, but felt that he was the best candidate for the part and decided to do it anyways. At the time, it was the highest grossing comedy of all time until 1990, when it finally got beat by Home Alone. Ghostbusters was not the original name of the movie. In fact, The Ghostbusters was a 15-episode TV show that starred Forrest Tucker and Larry Storch and ran in 1975 on CBS, about a couple of bumbling ghost hunters and a gorilla that ran around busting ghosts. The movie Ghostbusters tried different names: Ghost Catchers, Ghost Phasers, Ghost Blasters, but eventually they settled on Ghostbusters and had to get permission to use the name. Coincidentally, both the show and the movie spawned animated series in 1986. The Real Ghostbusters, based off of the 1984 movie, and The Ghostbusters, based off of the horrible 1975 TV show. Now how about some Ghostbusters 2 trivia? Ghostbusters 2 came out in 1989, was the sequel to the 1984 movie. However, the Real Ghostbusters cartoon came out in between in 1986, and they had Slimer, and he was such a popular character with the kids that they decided to add Slimer as the Ghostbusters pet into Ghostbusters 2, the movie. The boy who tells Ray that, according to his dad, the Ghostbusters are full of crap was played by Jason Reitman, who was the son of Ivan Reitman, who was the director for the film. Now, Jason Reitman is now the director, 30 years later, for Ghostbusters Afterlife. When the police officer states that the call for the Titanic is coming in from Pier 34, that was actually the Titanic's original destination on its fateful trip. Bobby Brown, who did a number of songs for the soundtrack, also had a cameo in the movie. He was the doorman at the Gracie Mansion, where the Ghostbusters go to meet the mayor. And probably my favorite Ghostbusters fact is that Bill Murray plays Peter Venkman in the movies. And in 1986, the Real Ghostbusters cartoon came out, and Peter Venkman was played by Lorenzo Music. Did the voiceover acting for the character. Lorenzo Music was synonymous in the 80s and early 90s as doing the voice of Garfield. And after 2 seasons of him doing the voice for Peter Venkman, the producers decided that they didn't want Venkman to sound just like Garfield the cat. And then obviously years later, Bill Murray would go on to voice Garfield in the live action Garfield movies. So, talk about coming around full circle. Pretty cool. So tell everybody what you thought, bud.
Huh?
Tell everybody what you thought of the movie.
Huh?
What'd you think of the movie?
It was good.
Yeah? You show everybody your homemade shirt? Who made your shirt for you?
My mom.
Yeah. So mommy's awesome?
Not that the flipping
Come on.
marshmallow people decided to kill themselves.
Yeah?
With a Roomba. It's funny.
What else?
They blended each other. One burned each other.
Yeah?
No, that was, what's the name? Podcast? Paradox?
Yeah?
Podcast.
Podcast?
Podcast.
You liked him?
Yeah, he's weird. Wait,
Well, it took 30 years, but we finally got a proper sequel to Ghostbusters, and it is absolutely amazing. Shout out to my awesome wife, making me awesome homemade shirts for me and the boy. It was a damn good movie. If you were a fan of Ghostbusters as a kid, this is the sequel we've been waiting on.
Go see it.
And it opens it up to a whole new generation of people to go check out Ghostbusters. So probably the best movie I've seen in a long time. And I just went and saw Rocky IV. That says a lot. All in all, it was a really good movie. A proper sequel. And done with a lot of heart. They did a lot of justice to Harold Ramis and the Egon character and did him right after all these years. So really a fantastic movie, and I really suggest anybody that was a Ghostbusters fan as a kid to go see it. Lots of nods to the original, very similar style movie, but a lot of nods to the original, obviously, with Gorzo, Zool, the Terror Dogs. It was all just really a lot of fun and super well done. It was probably the best sequel to a movie franchise I've seen in a long time. So guys, go check it out. Like, subscribe, and comment to the YouTube channel, and I'll catch you in the next video.